It's not perfect, but I'm running out of steam here. It's a lot better than it was, because it was pretty disgusting. It's still disgusting down there, okay? I told you, I know it's wrong, but I secretly do wish, I don't care what's wrong or right, because I can't make it happen, but I secretly wish that this refrigerator would go and my mom would buy a new refrigerator. Because it didn't take care of very good. We didn't take very good care of this fridge. But my plumber thinks this leak is probably, but he doesn't know for sure, just all that ice down there, because I've packed the freezer so full in the past and everything, and if I get rid of that ice, he says if you get rid of all that ice and then there's still a leak, then you'll know. But I mean, the fridge is working fine, but I just I hate it because we let it get all disgusting, to be blunt. It's not, anyhow. So, that's the deal. I told you I want to listen to Music Choice, which I have my reasons. I haven't listened to it since I said I wasn't gonna. I haven't turned it on once. But I listened to Bill Burr on Netflix in here, and I know I gotta watch it again. It's called Tiger something, I don't know, whatever it's called, but he has other ones. He is so fucking funny that I was in hysterics without even paying close attention. I have to watch it and pay close attention. He's hysterical. Oh my God. Yeah, this leak's getting really, really bad. It's just probably that ice. I'm sure that's all it is. I've been doing this for hours. I gotta go to bed. I found out I have all these eggs that I bought are like a month expired. But I know the egg test that you do, if you stick it in water and it floats, then it's bad. And if it doesn't float, it's good. And the first package I grabbed that was open, one of them floated, but the rest sunk. So they're all right. But I found out all my packages of eggs in there expired at the end of April. So, but I know expiration dates are not set in stone. So I cooked up 6 eggs. And the other eggs, I'll just, before I cook them, I'll do that test with the water that I learned, that test. Oh, God. So, when I got out of college, when I was in college, I had this guy friend who said to me, and this is what he said. He said to me, he's a male friend. He's a guy I made out with sometimes, but not sex or anything. I told you I was a virgin until I was almost 26 years old. But what he said to me one time, just out of the blue, he said, you could be incredible. You could have an incredible body. You could have the kind of body men stare at when you walk down the street, okay? So, when I got out of college and I was living with my mom and her crazy third husband, I was working at Friendly's. I had this old clunker car that they had bought me as a college graduation. The car lasted a little, like a year, and that was it, and then it died, and I kept putting more and more money into it, and then I said, fuck it, and, I never got a car after that again. I was working at Friendly's. I'm just going to tell you how people are. I'm not saying all people are like this, but I was working at Friendly's, and I, for the hell of it, decided to start going to the gym, okay? Now, I wasn't going to do this half-assed. I started going to the gym 3 or 4 hours at a time, 3 days a week, weightlifting, the whole 9 yards, okay? Now, at Friendly's, there was this woman who, she was going to the gym. I'm just telling you how people are. And she was doing what I was doing, okay? She was already there, okay? So I started off at, I was 182 pounds, okay? This woman had gotten herself into, she was short, but she had a really muscular, like, really cute little nice fit figure because she was going to the gym all the time, lifting weights and whatnot, okay? She got married. She started putting on weight, as can happen when you're in a relationship. She lost her cute little figure, was getting like you know, roly-poly, not obese. I'm not saying she was obese, but she lost her cute little figure that she busted her ass to get, okay? And then she started turning on me and calling me a fanatic because of how much I was going to the gym. Now let that sink in. She was doing the same damn thing, and then she got married. She put on, say, 30 pounds or whatever she put on, I don't know, but she was little, but she had the, you know, she was little and she was fit, and as long as and so we had that in common, where I was going to the gym and I was getting, you know, I was losing the excess weight and whatnot. So I ultimately went from 182 to 166, lost 16 pounds, but because I was lifting weights constantly, it was like I'd lost like 30 pounds, okay? Eventually I was down all the way to 160. And I even got a little briefly thinner than that at one point, but then I put on, but anyway, that wasn't when I was at Friendly's anymore. And when I got in shape like that, I was hated, okay? I was hated at Friendly's by certain people. But anyway, the thing is, the manager definitely hated me. She was a fucking bitch anyway. She was telling me I was getting too thin. I wasn't too thin. At 5'9.5" and bare feet of 166 pounds, I was not too thin. She's jealous. But in any case, it doesn't matter because she and I were never friends, okay? But the one who I was friends with turned on me because she felt bad about herself, because she had, you know, put on a bunch of weight when she had been doing the same exact thing I was, going to the gym, okay? In fact, she was going to the gym before I was. She had that hot little cute figured, I think she already had it when I started going to the gym, okay? But then she gains weight, I'm a fanatic. See? You guys get what I'm saying here? See the kind of shit I had to deal with? See how people are? That is how people are. Too many people. So. That was the whole thing back then, you know. I did that. I got myself into, like, you know, really incredible shape and whatnot. but I still was existing in regular reality, and I didn't feel comfortable, okay? I did not feel comfortable in my own skin at all. Yet I got myself into that incredible shape just for the hell of it, you know, like, I mean, I didn't feel comfortable ever, anywhere. Just never felt comfortable, and, which is probably a huge reason why I, did what I did, you know, going out to clubs and whatever, and getting shit-faced and promiscuity and all that. Because I just always just didn't feel comfortable, ever. I read that they say Chester Bennington never felt comfortable anywhere, ever, which might be a huge reason why he committed suicide. And speaking of that, Selena has, like, I don't know if she thought about it or whatever, thought that she wasn't being very, very nice, or because I told you what she said. Just as I say I don't want you to be your friend, well then you tell me, should I just break it up with the mom quickly or slowly? So she had a change of heart. But she should have a change of heart. Just because I don't want to be your friend doesn't mean, and I don't hate you, I just can't deal with you. But you know, don't end the friendship with my mom. If you're going to end the friendship with my mom, do it because you don't want to be friends with my mom, not because, oh, well, out of spite, because Laura won't be my friend, you know? So she had a change of heart, which is good. Remember I told you, she told me about that YouTuber, the one that has the blind blind dog or something or other, who committed suicide? I don't know who he is, okay? But Selena said he was really nice. And Selena was sad, you know, that he committed suicide and whatnot. And expected me to be sad, but I'm sad if anybody commits, you know what I mean? But she said about him, his wife is saying, well, at least he's not in pain anymore. How do you know? If nobody knows what happens after we die, right? And people commit suicide thinking, you know, I'm not going to be in pain anymore. How do you know? There are plenty of Christians who think you're burning in hell forever. I don't buy into that. But how do you know you're not in pain anymore? You don't. You don't. That's why I don't understand suicide. Because whatever you think is going to happen to you when you leave this, you know, decide to take your own life, it's not going to be what you think. It's going to be whatever the truth of reality is, the truth of the universe is. Right? Think about it. Just because you think there's going to be nothing or you're not going to be in pain anymore, that's not necessarily the case, is it? No, it's not. But that's what people like to say. Oh, well, he's not in pain anymore. She's not in pain anymore. And even if you don't believe in hell, that doesn't mean that you know, we all die and you don't know. Nobody knows for sure what happens. That's why I've always said, you know, not a good idea to commit suicide, because you just don't know, you know. But like I said, I wouldn't commit suicide, but then I did all kinds of things that could lead to my death, so. That's the fucked up part. You know what I mean? That's the fucked up part, but anyway, I'm not one to ever say that. I'll say nothing, but I'm sure as fuck won't say that. You know, Selena said it to me, but she said the guy's wife said he's not in pain anymore. How do you know he's not in pain anymore? Nobody knows until you know. Like that song. Who sang that song? I'm not scared of dying. You know, I swear there ain't no heaven, and I pray there ain't no hell. Never gonna tell by living, only by dying will tell. Nobody knows until you're dead. That's it. End of story. Nobody knows. Nobody knows why they're here. Nobody knows why anything is the way it is, and nobody knows what happens when we die. People think they know. It's just because you think you know doesn't mean you know. See? So I won't do that. I won't say, oh, that person's not in pain anymore. How do you know? You know what I mean? The wife said it about the guy, and then Selena shares it with me. You know, the wife says, or Selena said he's not in pain anymore. Maybe, maybe not. You don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. I don't care what anybody thinks they know. Nobody knows anything for sure about anything. Nobody knows anything for sure about anything. Period. Period. Okay? You don't know. Anyhow, my mom's coming home. I'm not going to tell you when, but soon. I'm trying to get this place as clean as, you know, get it under the circumstances. Under the circumstances where it's not exactly, you know, it's a kind of a blank hole, you know, it's not the greatest, but it's a roof over my head, and, you know. I got together with this guy off of Craigslist when I was living in Mar Vista, you know, Culver City, LA, whatever you want to call it. People who don't know what Mar Vista is, it's all connected, you know, it's all the same shit. If I can walk to LA and walk Culver City and walk, you know, it's all connected, it's all the same shit. Anyway, you know, I was dabbling in Craigslist, but I got together with this guy. Not as a date, not as whatever. I don't even remember why, to tell you the truth. But we were talking about suicide, and he's like, I don't know if he said it was his philosophy or someone's friend's philosophy or whatever, or he had someone commit, but so the people who commit suicide, it was their time to go. Nah, I'm not buying that. I think I said as much to the guy. I said as much. I'm like, I'm not buying that. It's their time to go. I think that's a wrong way to look at it. You know what I mean? Anyway, Bill Burr, hysterical. I was pissing my pants. I mean, I'm not, you know what I mean, but I was laughing my ass off in here and being like, oh, I wish I was sitting in front of that TV and watching this, because I'm not hearing it all and getting all the little nuances and whatnot, but it was funny as hell. He was funny as hell. Talking about blow-up dolls and robots and how we already know there's going to be robots. He's like, you know the nerds are going to make the robots. They're not going to have just average plain Jane robot sex dolls, sex robots. They're going to have ones that are look like Victoria's Secret models, and, you know, you can't go back to, you're not going to be able to go back to a same female, a woman, when she had the robot, because, you know, he would say, like, because the robots will do anything for you, okay? It's coming. I don't know when. I don't know if I'll see it happen. I'm not holding my breath that I'll be here to see that happen, but I mean, it's coming where robots, sex dolls, sex robots are going to be so lifelike that, you know, you guys won't want to go back to a real woman. And Phil Burr was joking. He's like, why can't, you know, what are you on nag mode of like a regular woman? Why can't I turn you off, or like the robot will do anything for you? Like, I'm home. Why aren't you dropping to your knees and giving me a blowjob? You know what I mean? So. Anyhow, laughing my ass off. I'm gonna watch it again because I didn't actually watch it and I didn't hear it all. I had it on in lieu of having music on while I was cleaning. And now I need to go to bed. But I have to put all that stuff away first. I don't know how it's going to be with my mom coming home. There's so many variables, including is her, when she's, I asked them, I mean, she's been deemed incompetent. How is she doing mentally? Well, it's hard to tell because she really doesn't want to be in here. I know. And she can't be in there forever. She needs to come home. I don't know what's going to happen. She's on completely different medication than she's been on. You know, I mean, and it goes without saying, I'm going to be scared constantly. You know I'm going to be scared constantly. Scared that she's going to fall, scared that the meds are going to be whatever, are not good for her in the outside world, you know. She's on 50 a night of trazodone, and I know that's powerful. And she's on Keppra, whatever, for seizures. And then she's on her regular, the normal, that shot. And she's completely off the Depakote. But, again, to me, it's all bullshit. So, it's this bullshit or that bullshit, but what is her outside psychiatrist going to decide, you know? Are we going to put her back on the Depakote? Are we going to, you know? Or just keep her on what she's on? I don't even know what kind of things, problems that Keppra can cause long term, or is she just a guinea pig, Mom? It just disgusts me. When she's here, I'm just going to be worried, sick about her. I'm going to try to take care of her best able to, like I always do. I'm going to cook and clean. I'll try to do videos here and there. It's not going to be the same, of course. And I have stuff that we're both going to be taking that I'm going to have her take. That's really good, having to do with the virus, having to do with everything, you know. It's just good, period. Vitamin C with quercetin, the liposomal type. Vitamin D. The liquid vitamin D that has also, I think, vitamin K in it too, and liver love I got from natural, that's has stuff that's all supposed to be good for increasing better in the immune system and all that stuff. So are we making healthy shit for us? Just like I was doing before, and have her, we're going to take these supplements too. That's it. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be nerve-wracking. That's a given. I'm glad Selena had a change of heart, though. That was a really bitchy thing that I told you she said, where she's like, I read it to you. She's like, well, if you're not going to be my, you know, just because I'm telling you, that's what people, just because I'm telling you that my mom is hurting and whatever, and you're her friend, I want you to let you know, doesn't mean I'm trying to be friends with you again. And then she turns around and is like, well, then I won't be your friend, your mom's friend. Should I do it fast or should I do it? That pissed me off that she did that. But she had a change of heart. She probably realized that she's being a bitch, okay? later on today when I wake up, I am going to do that guy's request. Who's being nice now. He was being such a jerk, and I told him he was being a jerk, and I called him on it. I said I wasn't going to talk to you anymore. When he lives in another country, in Brazil or something. And now he's done an about face. Now he's being nice. So, sometimes you can switch people around that are being assholes. Turn them nice. Unfortunately, that was not the case with Donald. No matter how hard I tried with him, it was no use. No use, peeps. No use. Now, unless it's on a very, very casual basis, and even that, I don't even, you know, I'm just like, stay away. Sickening that I wound up with him. Sickening, sickening, sickening. All he did was try to change me. Everything he knew I was up front, because I talked about it on my Earthkin TV channel. I revealed everything about myself. Every fucking, you know, I went places you shouldn't even go to the whole world, you know, but I revealed everything. And I just assumed if somebody was, that the way Donald was behaving, that obviously he accepted that and liked that, and that, you know, nope. Nope. All he wanted to do was change me. All he wanted to do. He really couldn't stand anything about me. He just wanted the fucking sex kitten prize. That's all. He did not want the reality. And he knew up front with, you know. But maybe it just goes to show you, you think you know what, you know, until you're living it. And that's why the motherfucker, none of man alive would put up with you. You believe me, you'll be all alone forever. He couldn't stand anything about me.